I just wanna see, I just wanna see the light. I just wanna see, I just wanna see the light. I just wanna see, I just wanna see the light. I just wanna see the light.
Hey, what's up everyone who's watching this? Today I'm going to be going through all of my highlighters and my highlighter collection and reviewing them for you guys and letting you guys know which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. So if you want to see which highlighters make the cut, then keep on watching. Alright, so for today's video, we are going to be looking at my highlighter collection and ranking them on a scale from 5 stars to 1 star, 5 being the best obviously, and going down to 1 being the worst. So to kick things off, we're going to start with a favorite of mine, the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, which is $10.95 at the drugstore. It comes in 5 shades: Rose Gold, Pink, Champagne, Pearl, and Iridescent. These highlighters have a really interesting touch. They're almost kind of wet when you touch them, but they are long wearing, very finely pressed. They're very pigmented and they almost melt into your skin, which is why I'm giving them a 5 out of 5. They are also hydrating, paraben free, cruelty free, and hypoallergenic. So just to sum it up, I literally cannot think of a single con for this highlighter. I love it and I'm obsessed with it, and it's my favorite right now. I think for the price it's worth it alone, and I just think it makes all my pictures and looks look really beautiful. The second highlighter we're going to be talking about today is the Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Goddess of Faith highlighter. It is $7. You can also get it at Ulta for $7 too. It comes in 2 other shades, Golden Goddess and Goddess of Love, which I unfortunately do not have, but Goddess of Faith is pink and has glitter in it. This shade obviously looks really nice on lighter skin tones, and it is very pigmented, as you can see. The only con I have with this highlighter would be that the glitter sometimes can irritate sensitive skin, which is why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I really like how low the price is, I like how pigmented it is, and I like how it looks on my skin, but I hate how chunky it is and how sometimes it kind of irritates my skin after I wear it. The next highlighter is the Maybelline Masterstrobing liquid. It's an illuminator and a highlighter. Mine is in light and iridescent. It's $6.29 at the drugstore. It's a pretty good highlighter. I'm just more a fan of powder highlighters than cream, and I feel like it always messes up my foundation, which is why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. But it is very pigmented. This is honestly a great option that I think would work for a lot of people, but it just personally doesn't work really well for me. Next is the Sleek Highlighting Palette. I bought this online, but I believe now it's sold in places like Walgreens for $14.99. It comes with 4 colors. One is a cream highlighter and the other 2 are powder. I have used it a few times and liked it generally, but the more I use it, I've realized they're very thick and the glitter irritates my skin and gives me texture, which is why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5, but I also have very sensitive skin. So for how low the price is, it's kind of one of those take it or leave it. The cream highlighter I don't have a problem with, but some of the powder ones really just hurt my skin since it's so sensitive. The next highlighter in my collection is the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle highlighter. I am obsessed with this highlighter, and this is about the 5th one I've bought just this year alone. I've used it very often. I really like it because it is a highlighter, but it is also very subtle. I wear it a lot when I go to work or when I go to things that I don't want to totally be full glam, but still give some light to my face, and I honestly love it. It's in my makeup bag at all times. So because it's beautiful and still subtle, I'm giving it 5 out of 5. It is a little bit more expensive than the other highlighters, but I would definitely say it's worth it, and worth it to have if you love makeup. So I think it's great to have because it's so natural and light and you can build it up, but if you really like a blinding highlight, you might not like this. The next highlighter I have in my collection that I'm obviously going to recommend is the Maryloumanizer. It is $24 and it's created by the Balm. It's the first highlighter I've ever gotten. So based on that alone, just performance-wise, I was obsessed with it, loved it. This is about my third one and I always break them because I put them in my purse. But this highlighter is the perfect gold to me. It's not too yellow, so it looks good on fair skin tones. And I just think the pan size is pretty big, so I think you definitely get your money's worth. It also comes with a mirror, which is why I would give it a 4 out of 5. I would give it a 5 out of 5, except for there's just so many highlighters I don't use it anymore, but I still think it's totally worth the spending. The next highlighter I have is a Kylie Jenner Kylighter. Mine is so old, the brand has rubbed off the top, but mine is in salted caramel, and each of her highlighters are about $22. She has about 5 other shades and some other highlighters in her collection that are just a different formula, but overall I really love this product. I wish I would have just gotten one in maybe a different shade because it is very gold and I am very fair, so for that reason alone I'm just gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Her highlighters are definitely amazing, really pigmented and long wearing, so I do love them, but I just want to try more shades. I like that there's a lot of different shades that could complement a lot of different skin tones. I like that they're velvety, and I really like the packaging. The next highlighter we're going to talk about is Girl Meets Pearl by Benefit. I really like this highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter and it's very kind of dewy and natural looking. A lot of the times I put it on before my foundation, then my foundation, then I put on a powder highlighter over it, and I feel like it really pops, but on days I want to be more subtle, I'll wear it alone too. So overall I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I like that it's dewy and more natural looking. I like the packaging and I like kind of how it's different from my other highlighters, and I use it pretty often. I also like that it can be subtle and be built up too, so it's versatile, and I just really like the way it looks on my skin. Next, we have the Moonchild Glow Kit palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This hands down has to be my favorite palette. I think for the size and what it comes with, it's totally worth it. You get 6 really different kind of unique shades, unlike any other colors I have or have seen that I use pretty often. The colors are just so unique and they all have really beautiful reflect in them, and I just think they really make certain looks kind of stand out, and if you really love highlight, then they definitely bring a glow to your face that oftentimes I get complimented on. This is the palette I use the most, so for that reason I would give it a 5 out of 5. I use it for glam, for casual, for special effects, for Halloween, so it is by far the winner in my opinion. Next we have another Anastasia Glow Kit, the Sun Dip Glow Kit. This one I've had for a couple years, but I wanted to include it since I do still use it. I don't use it very often just because I feel like the shade ranges aren't the best for me. I'm pretty pale, so I feel like being that bronze would look weird on me, so for that reason I give it a 2, but then I change it to a 3 because it is pigmented, blendable. The pan sizes are big, but just for me personally, I never reach for it really ever anymore. And the best for last, just kidding, this is honestly one of my least favorite highlighters, just being honest. The What's Up by Benefit. I give it a 1 out of 5. I really don't like it because it's creamed powder and I just feel like it makes my skin look really weird and oily. and I just feel like for the price, it's not really worth it, in my opinion, at least. But for other skin tones, people might really enjoy it. So there you have it. We made it through my whole collection. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, so be sure to subscribe and leave me a comment or a like.
Smoke weed every day.